In this new experiment, where we have a study of GAN oscillator characteristics using X-band waveguide. This particular experiment has two different parts. In first part, we will measure the voltage and current characteristics, and then we will measure the frequency characteristics using some tuner circuit. Now, to measure the current voltage characteristics, we require just this part. This is the GAN diode, this is the pin modulator, this is the GAN mount, this one is the GAN mount, and we require the GAN supply. Now, GAN supply has got three different knobs. This one is the GAN bias, this knob is the GAN bias, this knob is the modulation frequency to control the modulation frequency, and this one is used to control the modulation amplitude. Okay, so there is an amplitude modulator here, so we can use that, we can control the modulation index and frequency with the help of these two. But those two knobs will not be used for the first part of this experiment. We are going to use this one, just this one. So let me tell you how to measure the current voltage characteristics of the GAN diode. So first of all, you change the voltage. You have to start from voltage 0. Okay, now there is a switch and it is written V and C, that means voltage and current. So if you switch this, if you change this switch position in the lower part, it will show the current. Now it is the current. Okay, so what you have to do, you just adjust the voltage, and after taking the reading of the voltage, you change this position to current and take the current reading. So this is how we can measure. So let me show you. So for voltage 0, the current is 0, right? Now you have to change the GAN bias in a regular interval, say 0.2 volt, right? So you change it, GAN bias voltage, by say 0.2 or something like that. That will be easier for you if we change the interval in a regular fashion, then it would be better to draw. However, don't waste your time. Whatever you are getting, say 0.25, this is the voltage, corresponding current is 0.035, this is in ampere. Okay, now change it to voltage again, change the voltage, say almost 0.4, corresponding current is this. So in this way, you change the voltage in a regular interval, and you take corresponding current reading. First, you will observe that with increase in voltage, the current is increasing, that we are observing right now. Okay, see, current is increasing. Now at certain point of time, you will see that current will suddenly decrease, and then again it would increase. But we should not go, or we should not allow the voltage or GAN voltage to exceed 7 volt or 8 volt maximum. Okay, otherwise the GAN diode may be burned. Okay, so we are not allowing the voltage to go up to a certain value. Okay, so now just observe how the current will change. I am increasing the voltage and this meter is showing the current. Okay, so you increase it, I am increasing the voltage, current is increasing, right? I am going on increasing the voltage. Now see, the current is decreasing, right? I am increasing the voltage, current is decreasing, then again current will increase. Okay, so you have to take the reading at a regular interval of voltage starting from 0, and you have to go up to say 0.7 volt, 7 volt or maximum 8 volt. Okay, so this is the this is how we measure, we perform the first part of the experiment. Okay, now we are going to measure we are in the second part of the experiment. To perform the second part of the experiment, our experimental setup will be like this. This is the gun mount, then we have the pin modulator, after that we have an isolator, then attenuator, and we must have a frequency meter, and after that finally we have a detector, right, diode detector, and we will use this VSWR meter for the measurement of the frequency. Okay, now if we see this gun mount, you can see that there is a plunger. Okay, and that plunger, though it is not visible, but here we have a scaling, we have a linear scale and we have a circular vernier scale right here. Okay, unfortunately it is not coming properly, it is not observable through camera. However, I am telling you just how to measure it. So you adjust this plunger, 0 of this plunger, to a particular value. Right now it is at 15. Okay, 15 millimeter, 15 millimeter. Okay, now you have to adjust this voltage, gun voltage, at certain value above the negative differential resistance region. Okay, so nearly 5.5 is sufficient. You have to note that particular voltage. Now what you have to do, see the power is coming. Okay, power is coming. Now you change the frequency meter and observe the display. Okay, you know how to measure the frequency, so you change the position of the frequency meter, and at certain point of time you will see that there is a dip. Okay, and go to the minima value, and take this reading. Okay, this is one part of the reading, just the serial number 1. Okay, take the reading. You know how to measure, how to take the reading of the frequency meter, right? Now you change this plunger position, okay, of the gun mount. Just rotate it by 360 degree. Okay, say here in this way. Okay, so previously it was 15, now it is 14.5, right? Power is coming, and you again measure the frequency. At certain point you will see there will be a dip. In this way, just change the plunger position of the gun diode and take the frequency meter reading. So in this way you take say starting from 15 millimeter to 10 millimeter with 0.5 gap. Okay, 0.5 millimeter gap. So you have maybe say 10 number of readings you have to take. Okay, so this is the second part of the experiment. and this is the experimental setup. This is the experimental setup. Gun diode, pin, isolator, frequency attenuator, frequency meter, and the detector along with the meter. We can perform this experiment equally with the help of multimeter or microammeter, and also we have the gun supply. So this is the total setup for the measurement of characteristics of gun diode.